Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be going over our new Minecraft DIY kit. In this DIY kit, there's going to be your slime, your creeper, and an Enderman. And then you'll also have foam tape, a glitter scoop, your glue bottle, and your 3 glitters that will go inside of your magnets. The first magnet that we're going to go over is the slime. And then for this one, you will need your lightest green glitter. We have our magnet piece. We have our yellow backing piece, our green backing piece, our light green backing piece, your acetate, your top piece, and your one little mouthpiece. As always, we're going to start off with your magnet piece. We're going to peel off a little bit on the corner right over here so that we can fold it over on the top. And then we're going to center the square right on there. Once you have it centered, go ahead and press down on the top. Lift up your yellow sheet and pull the rest of the backing paper out. Then you can flatten it out. Once we have that done, we are going to take our next green piece and put glue all the way around the edge and all the way in the middle. Now this yellow paper has a lot of sparkle to it, so we want to make sure that our glue is going to be nice and thick on this one because we don't want it to fall off. So once we have our glue, we'll flip it over and center it onto your yellow piece. Now you're going to want to hold this one down. I know we normally don't do that, but I don't want it to peel up on you because this yellow glitter is very coarse. See how it's kind of peeling up? We want to just make sure to keep that nice and flat until the glue dries. You can even place it underneath a book or something heavy until it's nice and dry. While that dries, we're going to work on our acetate. So we have 2 marks on our acetate. That means that we have both of our protective covers on it. We'll peel off one side so that we can go ahead and glue your face piece to it. Flip it over and do little dots all the way around. And if you don't want to do dots, you'd rather do lines, just make sure that they're nice and thin. Don't forget the eyes and these little corners. Then we're going to flip it upside down and place it right on top of our clear sheet. It's okay if the glue seeps out a little, it does dry clear. And then see how it kind of shifts a little bit? Because the glue doesn't dry right away, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of move it to the side until it's centered. Now, back to your base piece. We're going to put your lime green piece of paper there. What we're going to do is line it up against your face piece to make sure that it's in the right direction. See how it all lines up here? You want to make sure, and that one's all weird. We want to make sure that it lines up correctly. And then we're going to flip it over and put glue all around it. It's very important that we get the edges because you don't want your foam tape to lift up. Then we'll flip it upside down and center it again on your magnet. Just gonna press my finger along to make sure everything is nice and put down. We're going to head back to our face piece while this one dries a little, and then we're going to put its mouth on. So we'll open up the baggie here, go ahead and take it out, and then we're going to line it up with the edge of the right eye. So we're going to put a little glue on the back, just a dot, and line up the edge of it with that one, and then just go a little bit down. Honestly, you could put it kind of wherever. It's your slime, and it's got its own personality. But there's its little mouth. Now we're going to take our foam tape, and we're going to start at the top and go straight across. Then we're going to hold on the side, and we're going to press down with our left hand and pull with our right hand. And you want to break the paper. See how I broke the paper? Then it's going to make that corner nice and sharp. And then we're just going to go straight across the next one. Push our finger down, break the paper, and go straight down the next side. One last time, break the paper, go straight across. I'm gonna overlap it just a little and chop off the rest. Now I want to make sure that we're on the top, so I'm gonna line it up with this one more time. And there we go. We're going to take our glitter and just dump it right in there. Shake it down so it's all nice and flat. If you have some chunky pieces, you can take them out, or you can squish them with your finger and it takes them all apart. After we have that, we're going to go ahead and peel off your magnet, or excuse me, your foam tape. We'll go back to our face piece, and we still have a Sharpie line across here. We're going to peel that off to make sure we don't forget. Flip it upside down and center it as much as possible. I like to look at it from a bird's eye point of view. And then I'm going to take my fingers and kind of put it halfway through the acetate, so when I touch the magnet, it doesn't go straight down right away. My finger touches the table before the acetate does. And we'll center it and press it down. And there you have your slime. The next magnet that we're going to work on is the creeper. You'll have your magnet sheet, your bottom piece, which is your brown, and then you're going to have this olive green-ish color. There's a lot of embossing on here that's going to help us put our middle piece on, which is this one. And then you have your acetate, your face piece, and your two eyes. So the very first thing we're going to do is the magnet paper. Peel off the top just a little. Push it down. And we're going to center our brown piece. When we have it centered, just press on the released sticky part a little. Take off the rest of the backing paper and center the rest of the way. After that's done, we will start gluing on our green piece. We're going to go around the edges. And then all the way in the middle. Center that on your back piece. Now what we're going to do is glue on your sparkle paper. We're going to match it up to these lines in here. So you want to just keep moving it until it matches. And there it goes. Then we're going to flip it upside down, and you can either glue on here, which is what I'm going to do, or you could glue straight in the lines that are here. So just like that, inside of the lines. Then you'll just match it up and place it on the inside. Press everything down so it's nice and glued together. Next, we will do the face piece. So we're going to peel off our protective cover on our acetate. And there goes one Sharpie mark. We're going to take our paper face, flip it upside down, and glue it. Flip it upside down again. Center it on your clear sheet. Press it down. Oops. Now the eyes are super easy. We're just going to put a little bit of glue on the back of them. Put a little glue on the back. And then line it up to the corner of his nose. Press down to make sure it doesn't come off. And we'll do the same exact thing to the other side. And there you have his face. Okay, so for your orientation, we're going to want this big open square on your top right side so that its eyes are covering what it needs to cover. And you have all the blank pieces where they're supposed to be. We're going to start with our foam tape on the top. Press down, pull across, then we're going to push down and break the paper, and then continue across the edge, break the paper, continue across the edge, and one more time. Then we will go ahead and cut off the excess. Now remember, we want this big square in the top right side. And then if you still have a Sharpie mark on your acetate, that means you have one more protective cover to take off. flip it right, oh, excuse me, we forgot the glitter. We're gonna take your glitter, dark green, and just pour it right on in there. Do a little shake on the table, get everything nice and flat. Now we'll peel the foam tape off. And center on our face piece. Look down from above. And center it as best as you possibly can. Press on all of the corners to make sure they're nice and flat, attached. Go ahead and shake it out. And there's your creeper. Our last magnet for this kit is the Enderman. So you're gonna have your magnet paper, your purple background paper, your sparkle black paper, and then your plain black paper, your acetate, centerpiece, and the Enderman's eyes. For this one, we'll be using our pink and purple glitter. So we'll start off with a backing sheet in the magnet paper. Peel that off a little and go ahead and center it on the top. Push down on the part that you took off. Then we'll lift it up, peel the rest of the backing paper off, and center it the rest of the way. Now we are going to take our glitter black piece and we're going to glue that to our purple. So you want to get the outsides. Go all the way across. We will flip it over and center it onto your purple. Pushing down with our finger to make sure everything's nice and flat. Now, what we're going to do is make sure that these little boxes here that you can see are on the top half of your magnet. So see how this is the center and these are on the top half? That's going to be our up. And then when you have your solid black piece, we're going to make sure that these little T's right here are on the top and they look like T's instead of upside down ones. See? And then they're gonna match up like that. So what we're gonna do is gonna go upside down. Make sure you get glue on the very edge of this because this is what our foam tape is gonna go on this time. And glue all the rest. Flip it over and center it on your sparkle black piece. Push down with our fingers to make sure everything is nice and flat. All right, now we're going to do the face piece. So we're going to take our acetate and we have our 2 Sharpie marks. So we're going to peel off our first side and then grab our outline. We're going to put glue all the way across the edges and then center it on the acetate. Press it down with your finger and then center it as best you can. the glue doesn't dry all the way, so you'll be able to move it a little bit to center it even more. Then we are going to take our bottom piece and we're going to put our top piece on top of it without the foam tape so that we can see these indentations on the bottom piece. Now these are where our eyes are going to go. So we're going to take them out of our baggie. And you're going to have 4 of one color and 2 of the other. So I have 2 of this magenta color and 4 of this lavender. Your magenta color is going to go in the center. So you have these 2 boxes here, and then there's the middle box. We're going to put a dab of glue in the middle box, but on top of your clear sheet. So we're just going to put a little bit of glue there on both sides. And then we will stick on our magenta square. Same with this side. And now in each of these squares, we're going to put a purple one. So a dot of glue, dot of glue. Squeeze this in here. And now you have his eyes. Our next step is going to be the foam tape. So we're going to do a square again. Starting at the top. Remember, the eyes indentations are going to be on the top half, and you'll have your little T's here facing down. We'll start in the corner, press it down all the way across, and get to the corner, and we're going to break the paper. And then bring it to the corner again. Break the paper. Just keep going all the way around the 4 sides. And we will snip off the excess. Making sure your little T's are on the top. We're going to put in our glitter. Dump it all in there. And then we're going to shake it out. Peel the second piece off of your acetate, your protective cover. It looks like on some of these that you guys have, your Sharpie might be on both sides. I apologize for that. We'll peel off the foam tape. And center this little guy right on top. Move you guys down so you can see from a bird's eye view. Press all the way around the corners. Make sure you have it all nice and flat. And shake away. And there you have your Enderman magnet. Thank you guys so much for joining me in making these Minecraft magnets. I hope you had an awesome time. I'll make sure to put the rest of the kits that we have available in the description. I am also going to include a link in the description for a survey that we just launched. We'd really love your feedback on how well these videos are doing for you guys, and if there's anything that you would like us to change for clearer directions or things that you would like us to keep in the next videos, because some people are watching these videos for the first time and others are watching them for however many kits they've had. But anyone who answers the survey will have a $5 discount code off of their next order. It'll be in the very last page of the completed survey. Any feedback would be greatly appreciated, and thank you so much again for watching our videos.